Chapter 676. Edward replied excitedly, "I'll listen to you, Dad." Fury nodded in satisfaction as he said, "Come, let's go in and ask Alex to give me one of the rejuvenation pill." "Ask him for the pill," Edward hurriedly asked. "How are you going to ask for it?" "By kneeling," Fury replied indifferently. "Since the entire Adair family has already knelt down in front of Alex, then we'll have to kneel down in front of him too." "Kneel? You want me to kneel down in front of Alex?" Edward jumped up as he yelled. "You want me to kneel before him? Dad, why don't you kill me instead?" Fury could not help but frown as he stared at his son and said, "Did you even hear anything that I was telling you earlier?" Edward had a very sad and depressed expression on his face as he said, "But Dad, you're asking me to kneel before him. When have I ever knelt down before anyone else aside from you and my grandfather? Didn't you tell me that men should never kneel down in front of anyone else?" Fury sneered before he replied, "If Sui Chin thought the same way as you when he was humiliated in the past, then he wouldn't have been named the god of war in Japanese history." After that, Fury asked, "What does it matter if you have to kneel in front of others? You can kneel down in front of a person before stabbing him. That is how a true hero acts." Edward nodded slightly when he heard his father's words and he replied, "Okay then, I'll listen to you, Dad." Fury patted his son gently on his shoulder as he smiled and said, "Being able to conform to change is also a very huge improvement." After that, Fury could not hide the excitement on his face as he said, "Come on and follow me into the Adair family mansion now." At this time, Alex has already helped Lord Adair up to his feet. As Lord Adair stood up, the other members of the Adair family also followed in his steps. Everyone also stood in line to offer up their birthday gifts to Lord Adair at this moment. Therefore, Alex returned to his seat as he allowed Lord Adair to continue with his birthday banquet. After Alex returned to his seat, a group of people started gathering around him as they spoke to him excitedly. Everyone was rushing forward to place their bids for a rejuvenating pill. There were also people who had already started the bid from $300 million to $400 million, and even as high as $500 million at one go. However, Alex simply replied indifferently, "I'm sorry everyone, but I really received the rejuvenation pill by accident. I don't have any more of these pills after giving it to Lord Adair." Someone recognized Alex and he knew that he was none other than the great Master Anderson who had struck Gary Depp the feng shui master to death at the metaphysics gathering at the White family mansion. Therefore, he shouted out, "Master Anderson, I know that you're the supreme leader of the metaphysics circle. I'm sure that you must have refined and concocted this rejuvenating pill on your own. Please have some compassion for us and refine a batch of these pills for all the old and elderly men like us. We'll be more than willing to pay you the highest price that we can for this pill." At this time, Alex thought to himself and knew that he would not be able to experience any peace in his life if anyone were to find out that he had the ability to refine the rejuvenation pill. Therefore, he replied lightly, "Even if I am the supreme leader of the metaphysics circle, there are just some things that are way beyond my abilities." As Alex spoke, he had a look of regret on his face as he said, "Based on my personal research, this rejuvenation pill was refined by a genius doctor and warlock during the ancient times. It is a pill that was specifically refined for emperors and generals in the army. After many years passed, it seemed as though this medicine has slowly started to fade and even the method of refining and concocting the medicine is already lost. Therefore, I believe it will be impossible for anyone to refine the rejuvenation pill now. However, all of you can rest assured that I'll definitely share this pill with everyone if I have the skills and capability to refine and concoct the rejuvenation pill in the future." When everyone heard Alex's words, they could not help but give up. At the same time, they could only hope that Alex would really be able to refine the rejuvenating pill one day. Fury and his son had just entered the Adair family mansion at this time. When Edward heard Alex's words, he quickly spoke to his father, "Dad, Alex said that he doesn't have any more rejuvenation pills on him." "Doesn't have any more?" Fury smiled contemptuously before he said confidently, "I don't believe him.